Good afternoon and welcome to the industry's weekly video news bulletin, Play Print21, from the people who know print. This week's issue sponsored by Ball & Doggett, Australia's largest distributor of printable materials and consumables. Display graphics has had a torrid time over the past 18 months. With retail and sport on stop-start, events, expos, entertainment, travel, conferences, all canned, it certainly hasn't been an easy ride. Now, as lockdown comes to an end in New South Wales and Victoria and the economy looks to start pumping again, wide format print could be set for surging growth. Certainly indicators are there. A good time to invest? I certainly think so. IVE Group has just bought Active Display Group and AFI Branding, two of the biggest players in the display graphics industry. In fact, AFI Branding certainly the biggest in soft signage. As the company as IVE looks to a post-COVID recovery. The move boosts IVE's already strong retail display offering and takes it into soft signage for the first time. IVE is paying just $6.5 million for the two businesses, from which it is anticipating $4 million net profit after tax. IVE will pay $5.2 million upfront, with another $1.3 million payable in 2 years if certain targets are met. The deal is set to go through at the end of this month, end of October. The acquisitions will add annual revenue of circa $45 million to IVE's $660 million that it got last time, and are expected to provide EBITDA of $6.5 million. The deal will be funded from IVE's existing cash reserves. AFI was owned 50-50 by ADG, which took its stake in 2007, and AFI Managing Director Glenn Watson with ADG owned by advertising agency WPP, which it bought 6 years ago from STW, which they bought from the Gitters family in 2014, who are still involved with the business, of course, so three of the brothers. At the end of the month, both businesses will be 100% owned by IVE. All senior execs will join IVE, as will 190 staff of the two businesses. Glenn Watson will continue to run AFI Branding, which will keep the name, while ADG will be integrated into the already extensive display graphics offering of IVE and its third-party logistics business, which is also extensive. Over in Europe, global wide format show FESPA has just finished. Located in Amsterdam, fourth time of offering for this much loved show. Organisers pronounced themselves delighted with the event, which attracted large crowds and actually looked for all the world like a pre-COVID event. Local printers, of course, couldn't go, still banned from leaving Australia at the time, New Zealand, but are already booking their tickets for Berlin in June for the next FESPA. Also looking at recovery is Rainer Hunsdorfer, CEO at offset press giant Heidelberg. He says the company is seeing a surge in orders and investments in its print solutions from all over the world, he says, printers looking to invest in new products on the back of market recovery everywhere. This is, of course, recovery from the impact of COVID. Great words from Rainer Hunsdorfer. I spoke to him at the company's Innovation Week, online, of course, where he said Heidelberg was increasingly optimistic, both for its own business and for the print industry as a whole. In its own case, the charge to recovery is being led by China and packaging in particular. Its new electric charging offshoot is also going supercharged. He pointed to the success of the new Universal CX104, which sold 500 units before it was even launched, including 2 presses gone into Australia. He said the company is currently transferring its Printx workflow into the cloud, step by step. Hunsdorfer said Heidelberg, for all the past years, will remain as the print technology leader. He's telling me we will stay by the side of printers as their service partner. Still in Germany, joint venture business Koerdingenbau Durst has given the world premiere to its VariJet 106 digital carton and corrugated printing system with a VIP event. Radible. Digital carton and corrugated set to be a hotly contested space. While the COVID lockdowns are coming to an end and the economy looks to kickstart itself, workplace IR, industrial relations, and especially vaccination will be a huge issue. ASGA, the Sign Association, is running a webinar on 4th of November for the sign industry, companies like this one behind me, to give them specialist employment legal advice looking at this thorny subject. Their lawyer will be on hand on that webinar. For a link to register, go to print21.com.au, click on the story and follow the links. That's it for this week's issue of Print21. Thanks to our sponsor Ball & Doggett, Australia's largest distributor of printable materials and consumables. This is me, Wayne Robinson, signing off for another week.